Something very strange is happening in the world of computing. For decades, if you wanted real power, the kind of power that could render 8K video, compile millions of lines of code, or run complex AI models, you needed a tower. You needed a giant, heavy box under your desk with screaming fans and a massive power supply. But look at what I'm holding. It's a silver box that's smaller than a stack of books. It's silent. It doesn't even have a power brick outside of it anymore. This is the new Mac Mini M5. And it isn't just an upgrade. It is a declaration of war on the traditional desktop PC. The story of the Mac Mini has always been one of being the underdog. It was a cheap Mac. The one you bought when you couldn't afford a Pro. But with the introduction of the M5 chip, Apple has done something that feels almost illegal. They've taken the same super cores found in their $12,000 Ultra computers and stuffed them into this entry-level machine. Today, we aren't just doing a review. We are investigating a shift in the industry. We're going to talk about why the M5 chip is a fundamental rewrite of how silicon works. We're going to look at the fusion architecture that Apple has been hiding in plain sight. And most importantly, we are going to answer the question that has the entire tech world in a panic. Did Apple just make the Mac Studio obsolete? If you're planning on buying a computer in 2026, you cannot afford to skip a single second of this. Because the M5 Mac Mini is a trap for some, and a miracle for others. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which side you're on. Let's start with the heart of the beast, the M5 silicon. To understand why this is a massive leap, we have to look at the manufacturing. We've moved into the N3P era, the third generation of the 3nm process. In plain English, that means Apple is packing more transistors into a space so small that it defies the laws of physics as we used to know them. But it's not just about size. It's about the supercore. In the M5, the performance cores have been redesigned from the ground up. They aren't just faster, they are smarter. They use something called predictive neural loading. The chip literally guesses what you're going to do next before you even click the mouse. When you open Final Cut Pro or Premiere on an M5 Mac Mini, the software doesn't just load. It exists. The latency has been reduced to nearly zero. But here is where the US audience needs to pay attention. The M5 isn't just a CPU anymore. It is an AI powerhouse. Apple has integrated a dedicated neural accelerator into every single GPU core. This isn't just for Siri. This is for the world of 2026, where every app we use is powered by large language models. If you're running a local copy of a 70 billion parameter model, the M5 Mac Mini handles it with the kind of grace that would have required a $5,000 GPU array just 2 years ago. But why would Apple give us this much power for such a low price? This is the $699 question. In the US market, the Mac Mini has always been the gateway drug. It's designed to get you into the ecosystem. But with the M5, the gateway is wider than ever. Apple is watching the rise of Windows on ARM laptops and the new Snapdragon-powered desktops. They aren't just competing with Intel anymore. They are competing with the very idea of what a computer should cost. By pricing the M5 Mac Mini so aggressively, rumored to start at $699,